All I'm going to say is traffic jams are a thing of the past. Because you go a nipping and a popping to the shopping, and you literally just no traffic. Love it. Absolutely love it. Worcester Bridge, friggin' nightmare. Not anymore. It's just, you just drive right over. Just drive right over. There is obviously still a few people nipping and a popping around in their car, but nothing like how it was. And I don't ever want it to go back. It's so nice. It's so nice, isn't it? Go out. And it's like, oh, just drive. I like it now. I like it. But sadly, we know at one point in the life it's going to go back to normal. And of course, one thing, we want normality back. But then again, do we? Do we? Do we? No. But what is going on at the moment is called people jams. And you will find people jams at every goddamn supermarket. Everybody's there with their little trolley and their little carrier bags, waiting to go in to get their essentials, beer. And it's all very nice, isn't it? Everyone's very polite, and it's all a bit of a novelty. But what fears me a little bit is when, get to week 4 and people be like, love, really? 2 meters, come on, you're in my friggin' space, get out. And then later on down the line, it would be like, oh, for the love of God, will you get out of my face? But anyway, enough of that, because I'm just waffling on about people jams. But my tale today, once again, brings around whence I was a child. A lot happened when I was a child, that's all I'm going to say. I don't know how I've got here today in my car where I live. Literally. I was about 6 or 7 again. I was 6 or 7. And this involves my friends Chris and Ian at the time. I used to hang out a lot down at Britton Drive. And Chris was a bit of a bugger to me because he would dare me to do a lot of things. And as me being me, I had to prove him wrong, as you do as a child. And on the common by me, I've got a big common which heads towards the 3 counters. There was a stream, and this stream runs through the common, and over the under the road this goes, right? And there's like a tunnel, a little tunnel that goes under the road and out the other side. Now, for some reason, Chris dared me to fit through this tunnel under the road. And Ian was like, yeah, bet you can't get through there. And I went, oh, I will. And so, of course, I don't know if Chris and Ian remembers this. I remember it because I was rather very upset and, once again, traumatised. And I said, yeah, I can get through there. Watch me. And he went, you won't get through there. I said, I will get through there. So I got into the stream like some army soldier and started to crawl through underneath this road. And as I got in, I suddenly realised I couldn't make it all the way through. And I got like virtually into the middle of the tunnel. And I remember seeing Chris at the other end of the tunnel. And he was laughing. And I went, it ain't funny. And he was really laughing. And I thought, I'll just go back. So I'm going to go back on myself. And I only had shorts and a t-shirt on. So I wasn't fully equipped, do you know what I mean? Like a proper soldier. And it came very real that I was actually stuck. Because as I tried to go back, my goddamn shoulders or something or other I just couldn't go back on myself. And I couldn't go forward because it got smaller. So I was in a right pickle. I started crying, and Chris and Ian were laughing, and I was crying, get out, I can't get out. And I genuinely thought that I was going to die under this road. I thought I'm never going to get out. This is it. It's curtains for me. And I was crying, and I was saying to Chris and Ian, please go and get someone, please go and get someone. So they ran off, and I was still under this road. It felt like forever. And I believe it was Ian's dad that came up, and he tried to reach me to get my feet to try and drag me out, kind of thing. And he couldn't get me. And then it was in the summertime, so people was, at home. And I thought, and I carried on, just contemplating on my first 6 or 7 years of life. And so I remember Ian's dad talking about maybe we need to get the fire brigade out. And they'd have to drill down the road to get me out. And I was thinking, all I was thinking was, if they do that, they could drill for me friggin' head. And I'll be dead. And so I think what happened whilst I was stuck under this road and contemplating on life was basically they went and got as many kids around our street, luckily, there was a few kids, to come in and get me. And we formed a human-child train. And they managed to get in, the smallest one to get to me. And then they got my feet. And then they pulled me out. And I scraped all my shoulders. It was all cut, and I was crying, and I was dribbling and everything. And it was very traumatising. And I vaguely remember Ian's dad going, "No, you won't be doing that again, will you?" And I thought, "No, I bloody won't. And I'm going to frigging well kill that Chris." And he was still laughing. He always laughed at me. Very traumatising. But I, once again, could never tell me mum. Because my mother, finding out that I was stuck under a road, a main road, by the way, would not have gone down very well. So it was kept a secret for some time, and I don't think my mum found out for quite a few years later. And so if anybody gets dared to do anything stupid, don't do it. Just don't. Because you're just going to get yourself in a pickle. Which I did. So, yes, that was my story of getting stuck under the main road. And thankfully, the fire brigade never needed to come out, because God almighty, imagine that. But I was all right. I'm still here. I'm now 38 years old. And amazingly, I am still here. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed my stick it under the road. Stick it, stuck under the road, sorry. I do apologise. The sun's in my eyes, It's a lovely evening, lovely. But once again, hardly no traffic on the road. Remember, people jams. Stay patient. Right? Don't lose your rag. Don't start having a go at one another. We gotta stick together at times like this, but you gotta keep 2 meters. Don't forget 2 meters. Love you. Take care. Sunshine.